Today I want to talk about a particular song, perhaps a song that you would play once a particular crime may have happened, or more specifically, after it happened. I don't know, let's pick out a song. Could be something like Raining Men. So, why would somebody, hypothetically now, allegedly, supposedly, think of a song called Raining Men? Well, sometimes if a person is perhaps, sorta, kinda, wow, look at this, an accessory, maybe even a fixer, and believes the plan was working, well, you might want to choose an upbeat music, a song that can be a reward signal, as in, hey, we pulled it off, or I'm still in control, or nothing can touch me now. So why this particular song? Well, it's big, it's celebratory, and ridiculous on purpose. Very good for a triumph, even when the truth is very dark. A cruel in-joke about a man falling, a twisted mind frame. The title, the chorus, can become an internal joke. Men dropping, falling, and raining. It's not literal, it's symbolic gloating. The contrast, a party song versus a song where you get your ticket to paradise. It can be a taunt. It can be a taunt. It can be a taunt to reality. And this is one of the clearest why that song explanations, when there could be possibly, sorta, kind of, allegedly culpability. This is messy. And the cards know it. You see how this works? The cards know it. They know how messy it is. In real psychology, and I'm not a doctor, this person may admire a victim, crushes on him, yet her envy and frustration get redirected. If she can't have him, nobody else will have him. Her psyche can flip, control him, punish the situation, and punish the woman that he may be with. The song becomes a way to convert grief, guilt, into swagger so she doesn't collapse emotionally. It's Raining Men is, well, a little spicy, a little flirty. It's definitely energy and almost like reclaiming the men attention theme after a crisis. After all of this, I'm still the fun one. Impression comes about. Now, if her husband is present, she's keeping a mask on. Playing something upbeat is a normalcy performance. See, I'm fine. And she may have had the spiciest little time with her husband after the main event happened. I don't know, maybe a man lying in the snow. It's loud, it's bouncy, it interprets the mind from going there and recounting anything. It's a dominance message. In a group crime psychology, well, It's a post-act high. It can be high stakes in wrongdoing. Some people experience relief and exhilaration, grandiose, 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 yes, grandiose situation. There we go. A sense of invincibility. A song like this is practically built for that high. The timing, I don't know, possibly 3-4 hours later, fits the crash, believe face, where some people get weirdly energized instead of remorseful. You see, here's the detail that makes this especially telling. Checking a particular phrase at 2:27 a.m. might be a consequence in tracking. So looking up related info, normal, like, sorta, maybe, camouflage. Doing this in private with her husband, masking control. You see, that combination can indicate a person trying to balance 3 inner pressures all at once: risk management, appearance management, and emotional management. This is definitely a fixer. It is a dark inside message. If she may feel responsible, which I don't know, I don't think so. She may have gallows humor, contempt. Men are dropping because of twisted joke to her. Signaling to someone else. Well, she's signaling that we accomplished it. We did it. This is good. You know, the other thing? The other thing is it's all concealment and deception. Conceal your intentions. Always say less than necessary. Play a sucker to catch a sucker and create compelling spectacles. You see, in our reading today, it almost tells a story of a person who set out to be a fixer and who took over to organize, perhaps, a crime that was committed, knowing that in the end, there would be an end. And there was. There was that moment of time where things were normal, where someone was watching out the window for an arrival, and yet nobody knows if anyone was watching her. This was an act of normalcy, compelling, and taking on that person who knows a little bit more and perhaps wants to solicit any type of spiritual help that they could possibly get, even if they enter the dark side. There was a sworn pact. This situation would be kept under lock and key. No more messages. It was becoming very, very evident that things would be found out. Well, maybe they were still a little sloppy. Because you see, people, when they set out to do this sort of thing, that try to hide and hide behind something that has happened and yet blame it on someone else, I don't know, blame it on the girl, there's a certain spirit that separates from the soul. Changes are coming, my friends. Changes in a very compelling and very big way. A childlike new beginning where many of us will almost feel giddy and happy because the end is near, even though the victim may have been taken into the family room to be shown pictures or have walked through the family room. this card comes out because I do believe that there was a jealousy there. A jealousy of why not her? Could it have been her maybe once? Was there a mistake that happened one time in which this woman didn't want to give up on that and yet knew she had to? And yet, when something happened to the victim, she didn't show up to the funeral for a so-called friend. Yet, she was always sending messages of concern even before the event happened. Let's say, possibly, when she was looking out the window. It's amazing how things happen. And it's amazing how you can take a particular situation, but this card predicts loss and family quarrels and infighting, in which we will begin to see. And there will be a judge this time that will not protect people, that will not protect those coming forward that are questioned and will be compelled to tell the truth. And yet, there is a dog. Let's not forget about the doggy. The doggy represents something that is rounding out the situation and definitely signifies that there's probably enemies nearby. Oh, they've put a lot of thought into this particular situation, but the real key is this. With this particular card, we know what a Four of Clubs is, and for those of you who don't, in the old medieval days, that card was considered to be in bed with the devil. Why? The four clovers look like a four-poster bed. This is a card of being hoodwinked, swindled, manipulated. And that's the key. So you see, my darlings, there's a lot more to this picture than raining men. I believe that the courts will now start raining in on many that don't want to tell the truth. And we will now definitely be privy to all of the messages and all of the information that is about to come forth from these people. So, question you can ask to this married woman, and perhaps the married man to her as well. Was it worth it? Is it worth it? It's not over. It's far from over. And look at this. What is this? It is a card of a shepherd. What kind of dog was it? Ironically enough, the card that was turned over is a woman. You know, battleships have been pulled by a lot less. We have a woman at the helm. Will she be found out? Oh, definitely. I believe that. So now all we have to do is be patient a little while longer, because change in the month of January and into February is coming. And by the end of February of 2026, we're going to know there's going to be a direction that these civil cases are going to be going through. Oh, do I know this person? Not personally, but you may have heard of her.